Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to day 9 of day 60 of speaking to my younger self. And as you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day here in Barcelona. So as I said, I'll be out here every single day. I'm not going to miss a day, and that's a promise. You know, we're going to keep this on, and we're going to keep moving forward at least to day 60 and onwards and upwards from there. And so today, I'm going to speak about, follow on from 5 more things that really helped give me a bit of confidence, tips to give me confidence and ideas that really helped shape me a little bit and push me in the right direction. So let's get into it. So number 1, which is try not to steal the spotlight. Try and shine the spotlight on others, give other people praise. I think it's an easy, natural thing to do, to want to show yourself and to want to prove yourself out in the world, especially when you're younger. Hey, I can do this and I can do that. And I think often that comes from insecurity. Often that comes from, I don't know if I'm good at this, so I've got to prove it and, go on. And I think that being able to be a bit self-deprecating and shine the spotlight on others shows that you're comfortable in your skin. Shows that, hey, you know what? I'm comfortable with this and I don't always need to be in the center of attention. That shows confidence. So if we can kind of show that calm confidence, I think that's really, really powerful, and it not only helps ourselves, but it helps all the other people around us and the group dynamics. So yeah, a really important one, shine the light on others. Number 2 is avoid detraction if you can, and avoid saying negative things. I think there's there's one thing saying the truth and there's one thing being negative. We can reframe things. When we reframe things, what we're able to do, let's take an example. Instead of it being a problem, maybe we can call it a challenge. And so what goes from being a problem, which is like, it's demotivating, it takes all the energy out of us, and it's like, I didn't want to do this, I didn't have to deal with this is not why I got up in the morning. Well, change it to a challenge. And then when you've got the challenge, it's like, I can do this. It kind of fires you up. It motivates you to just get out there and go for it, really, and just be like, I can do this, and prove yourself a little bit. And so reframe things, to tell us stories, to give us the energy that we need to keep going. I think that's a really key one. So try to avoid detraction and try and be very positive about things, because that's going to help us have more energy to do more things. Number 3 is be consistent in character. Okay, and this is a key one. This is to all your friends. Don't just tell people what they want to hear. Don't just be this person to this person, wear many different faces and hats to different people. You're not going to feel good. You're not going to feel good, but you're going to feel anxiety, because you're basically a chameleon and you're trying to figure out what to say in the right moment. So that requires a lot of attention. Rather than just being yourself, just be yourself and kind of just, this is what I think and this is what it is. That doesn't require any attention, really, or just attention to yourself. You don't have to create these web of lies, or am I this person with this person, or whatever it might be. Just be yourself and be consistent in character, outwardly, inwardly, all over the place. Just try and maintain a kind of throughput, or however you might say that, consistency in that part, in your character and who you are. It's going to be good for you, but it's also going to be good for other people. They're going to see you and they're going to realize that, he's a solid person. Okay. And number 5, which is focus on activities and things that make you strong. All right, so reflect in your life, think back on it, think we know intrinsically, we know it instinctively rather, kind of, hey, that made me feel good and that made me feel bad. And I think that there's a psychological idea, which is the remembering self and the experiencing self. And so the remembering self is how you think about it afterwards, and the experiencing self is obviously how you experienced it in that moment. And so there's a difference between the two. Let's say good things are tough in the experiencing self, and you remember them really positively. So let's say a run, studying, exams, whatever it might be, if you do well. Whereas the negative things, like, I don't know, eating McDonald's or whatever it might be, eating fast food, it feels good in the experiencing self in the moment, but when you remember it in a negative light. So try and do more things that fill us up with a bit of positivity, and really help us, feel strong and good about ourselves. I think that's the thing. It's just, you consistently do good things, you're going to feel good. I think when we take accountability for how we feel, is like the way that I feel is as a result of the things that I've been doing and thinking and acting out for the last few days. That's why I feel what I feel, because I've been thinking and doing these things. Well, we take responsibility that we can go, all right, well, I can actually maybe change how I feel if I take responsibility for that and take accountability and go, all right, well, I don't need to do these things all the time. Let's not let the tail wag the dog. That's a key idea, is I decide what happens. My body and the whims of the world doesn't decide to me what happens to me. And that's it, really. And so I'm going to leave you with one final thought, which is really positive, or not necessarily, well, it is positive, but this is a real big one that underpins everything I do, which is have hope and faith for the future. Really have genuine hope and genuine faith, not just like false positivity, because the biggest thing is trying to act with actually what we believe and think. So if you think it's really negative, try and say that, but you don't need to say it in such a negative way. But live with faith, like live that it's going to be better. It's gonna get better if you do things. If you don't live with that hope or faith, life gets tough, and it gets very tough. It's tough enough as it is, but I think the key thing is it gives you the energy to get through the tough times when it gets bad, and it also provides you a compass for where you're aiming. If you don't have any hope or faith, you don't really have a compass of where you're aiming or what you want to do. So just be positive. What's the worst that can happen? Seriously, what's the worst that can happen from being positive? Maybe you can be a bit aloof and miss things and not fully, you need to be like focused and attentive, and that's the kind of the negative emotions. But yeah, be hopeful and positive, and have faith in the future. Awesome, guys. That is everything for today. Thank you so much for taking the time. If you've made it this far, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe, because I've had some really thoughtful comments over the last few days, and they've really made me think and help process things, and it makes me so happy, because I just love hearing you guys' opinion and if this is valuable for you. So have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot, guys. Much love.